What's up, folks, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the inside of the Toyota Yaris GR, where today hopefully I'm going to be trying to bring you some sort of driving video. Like I said, I don't really have anywhere to kind of stabilize the camera. I have kind of seen a spot on the dashboard where I might be able to put the camera, so I'm going to try my best and see what I'm going to do. Obviously if this video comes out, then I managed to get something at least. If this video didn't come out, then obviously you won't be seeing this, but yeah, that's going to be the main point of this video. Once again, before the video starts, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, and drop a subscribe. And also, if you're interested in some gaming content or you just want to see what I'm getting up to a bit more of the time, because like I said, there isn't that much content coming out on this channel, then make sure you check out my other channel, which is KXR Claps. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Let's get rolling fast, gang. Now, real quick, just before we get into driving the car, I want to say, no, that is not, I think they're called tachometers or trachometers, whatever. It was actually a dash cam, so my bad. And number two, this car has keyless entry, as well as obviously keyless start. So, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this in the first video, but you can lock it. There's the two buttons on there. There you go, locked. And if you want to unlock it, you just grab the handle, just like in the Merc, and like a lot of other newer cars are having that nowadays. So yeah, just a couple things that just make the car, you know, just a bit more modern, you know what I'm saying? Obviously it's got cruise control there on the steering wheel. You can see that, that's all over there on the side. There's a radar in the front, obviously embedded in the Toyota emblem. Yeah, today I'm actually going to be driving the car, so there's going to be a couple dual carriageways. I might even end up going on the motorway. I'm actually going to go for quite a long drive. One last thing, so I spoke to D and he told me that the way this car works is when it's in normal mode, it's actually front wheel drive. When it's in sport mode, it's rear wheel drive. And when it's in track mode, it's all wheel drive. So that's the way the system kind of works. I obviously didn't know that the first time I took the car out. Now I know that. Yeah, like I said, let's get rolling fast, gang. Right, so earlier in the video I said if it's in normal mode, it's front wheel drive. Sports mode is rear wheel drive. And then track mode is all wheel drive. So I used the wrong terminology. It's actually front wheel bias and rear wheel bias, not drive. So I just wanted to clear that up. It just came to me while I was driving, my bad. I'm just gonna try and show you guys the interior just a little bit better, because I realized when I was watching the video back it was hella shaky. But that's the steering wheel. Like I said, it looks really nice. Steering wheel is really sweet. There you go, climate, gear stickers, manual. I'm not sure if these come in auto. I don't think they do, but yeah, that's a little infotainment screen. Dials over there. It's nice and sweet. And then the bucket seats once again. I'm seeing this little button down here that says IMT. I have no idea what that is. If anyone knows what it is, let me know down in the comments below. That's a very interesting button. I've never seen that anywhere in a car before. I do actually like the gear shift. It's very easy to know exactly where you are. I remember in the iGo review, I said you couldn't even tell what gear you were in. This is like the complete opposite. I know exactly where I am at all times. Because I was saying, when you take your hand off the gearbox and then you put it back on, or sorry, on the gear stick and you put it back on, do you know where you are? And like in the iGo, I literally had no idea, but I know that's third. Second, yeah. And I really like the clunking kind of feel. Like it's, I don't know, it just feels lit. Yeah, I like it. I also remember talking about visibility. As you can see or not see, there's a really tiny window in the back, which is 100% part of the reason why I said there was terrible visibility and I felt like I couldn't see as well. I feel like the anxiety's kind of gone, or at least most of it is gone in terms of driving someone else's car. So I feel like way more confident driving a car. I'm more used to the size of the car right now. But yeah, like I said, I think it was a combination between me having a sunroof and obviously having a bigger back window, because you pretty much can't see out of that. That's just a huge blind spot. I would have to actually move this chair forward. All the functions in the car seem to work. I don't know if the cruise control and all that stuff comes stock with this car. Personally, me, for this car, I wouldn't get it because it's a manual. I don't see the point in getting cruise control and all those kind of things with a manual car. Because it just doesn't make sense, because you have to end up changing gears and all sorts of stuff by yourself. In a automatic car, it works completely fine. In a manual, I don't really see the point of it. Like I said, I don't know if it comes stock, and I don't know if you can get this car in an automatic, but for this car particularly, since it's a manual, I personally wouldn't get it. I've driven S-classes and they've had all sorts of adaptive cruise control. It does everything for you, lane keep assist, it slows you down, it changes gear for you and everything. So yeah, in that respect, it works completely fine. As for a manual, like I said, I just really don't see the point in it. So when the cruise control and radar are all on, you see a bunch of icons at the top, kind of showing that they're all working. The lane keep assist works. It feels a bit, I don't know, kind of aggressive. Like the Mercedes felt way more smooth and I would trust it way more. This kind of feels like it's somewhat guessing, or it's like slow to react, so I wouldn't trust it 100%. Like with the Mercedes, you can definitely take your like entire hands off and let the car do the driving by itself. With this, I wouldn't trust it. I would still have my hand on it. Maybe if you're a bit tired, it will kind of keep you in lane, whatever, but with the Mercedes, you could definitely like completely take your hand off the wheel and trust it. With this, I wouldn't do that. I would just let it kind of steer you if you're tired, or if you just couldn't really be bothered. Yeah, that kind of vibe. So I put the car in second gear and I've been testing the difference between normal mode and sport mode to see if I could actually feel the difference. That's what sport mode looks like. It goes a bit red. Tracks like super red. Yeah, just to see if I could kind of see the difference and feel the difference between when it's rear biased and front wheel biased, and I think I can actually feel the difference. So I'm in normal right now. I do feel like I'm being pulled forward, and then if I switch that to sport, I do feel like I'm being pushed from behind. So you can definitely feel the kind of the bias. I don't know what the actual percentage numbers are, but you can definitely feel the difference between being pulled and being pushed. When a bit faster, I could completely feel the difference. Like in four-wheel drive mode, it felt exactly how it feels to accelerate in like a Range Rover. Like I said, it's kind of floaty because all four wheels are just pushing at the same time. It feels very different from both of them actually. So yeah, in track it did feel completely different from both of them. It was very, very, very interesting. It felt exactly how it felt to accelerate in a Range Rover, the exact same. Also, sorry guys, I know you're not getting no POVs, but like I said, there's no way that I could really put the camera and it wouldn't really move. Like I was doing 20 and the camera's flying everywhere, so if I'm doing 30 or whatever, like there's just no way the camera's not gonna fly anywhere. Yeah, just gonna try and give you a little bit of POV. It's in track right now, so that's the four-wheel drive mode. I've been switching between track and sport to kind of see what I find more fun. It was raining a bit heavier earlier, so it got a little bit more fun in sport in the rear-wheel drive mode, but I'm still preferring track for this particular car anyway. Still in track. Whew. Gonna pull up somewhere over here. Loads of cars here. I don't know. Yeah, I'll pull up over here somewhere. So that's it for us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, and drop a subscribe. Hopefully more car content coming soon. Like I said, once again, if you're into gaming content or you just want to see what I've been doing more on a daily basis, then follow my other channel, KXR Claps. Yeah, that's it. Really fun car. I did actually get to drive it today. I drove it in all three modes, normal, track, and sport. And yeah, like I said, it's been fun in all three modes. It was very, very interesting to kind of see the difference between front wheel drive, front wheel bias, rear wheel bias, and all-wheel drive, all like back to back, like straight in one go, rather than like, oh, I drove this car at this time and this car at that time, etc, etc. When you're going faster, you definitely feel the difference between all of them way more. I managed to take it out on some roads where I was actually allowed to go fast this time. And yeah, all in all, I just had fun driving this car. I hope you guys had fun watching this video. Sorry I couldn't really get a POV. I'm still gonna look for like either a GoPro or some sort of stabilizing mounting device to put in the car. Hope you guys learned something new, because obviously I learned something new, a couple new things about this car today. Hopefully I can get D to actually drive it and I can be in the passenger seat.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, didn't see that one coming. Yeah, I definitely didn't drive it like this. I did not see that one coming. Fuck me. Psycho. You're actually psycho. This in track. Fuck me.
Stuff doesn't handle like this anymore. I'm trying to think of a car that I've ever driven that handles like this does. Just isn't.
Not even M2?
No.
No?
No, because an M2 doesn't tuck in like this.
Fuck.
M2 doesn't tuck in. If you just get on this to an M2 and you phone like, look at this. Yeah, 22 miles an hour in the wet, around that roundabout, just stuck in. The most incompetent part of this entire car is the driver. That's it. The car just does whatever you ask it to do.
Yeah, that's a fact, because like I said, I did not drive it like this. Not even close. Oh god. Whoa.
Area. All day long. All day long. You have to stop driving after a while because you just write it off. You just crash it. It's so fast, you'll just crash it. Like, you know, at some point, it would just.
Oh shit.
You'll just lose it. Nearly got the one in. No, you got the 180 in there.
I would have ended up in a bush somewhere.
You got the 180 in there.
Oh shit.
Jokes. Gold.
Yeah, I have a ways to go before I get like you.
Do you know I can drive this?
What?
I can drive an M2 at the limit. Oh dear. What a great little car. What a great little car. You just turn in. Hilarious.
Yeah, I'd like to see what you do in an M2 or an M4 or a C6 or sideways.
Manual decomposition. Sideways all the fucking time.
Listen, you have my number, I'll just let you call me all the time. When the time is...
all the fucking time.
I'm at home, it's lockdown. If you say come, I'm coming. That's a fact. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you drop a comment, and make sure you drop a subscribe, and I'm out fast, gang. Peace. Oh, one more thing. Once again, if you're having trouble watching movies in your car, follow me on Instagram. Down below. FA57KXR, and message me there and I'll try to help you sort it out over there. And yeah, that's it. I'm out. Peace. Meet me in the bathroom stall if you're down for it, or take 2 more shots cause I'm down.